hello people! Oh no! Awake Souls is here with his undercover name. Shit Inhalator number 1. So you're not going after your friend Flatsoid? Why not? Retard. So what are you doing here? More straw manning? Let me head over to your channel, because I saw you posted some bullshit again, and I'm gonna debunk it on the fly. Oh, the vanishing point, showing boats behind the swell. Are you demented? Jeez. Let me play a part of this video and destroy this clown again with this bullshit.
The vanishing point. Here in this simple observation that we can all do and repeat, we can actually witness what happens when ships sail away from us as they pass the vanishing point. Almost every fake flat earth shill will use statements like perspective, or say things like, once a ship sails out of view, I can zoom it back in. This is a lie.
And you know what also is a lie? That you use this as a vanishing point. What we see here is just a boat disappearing behind the swell of water. Do you think this got to do with some vanishing point?
Here, let's look at this track and field observation and drill in on what we actually see regarding our circle of sight. Here's the track. As you can see, the track was most likely built using levels and remains flat for the entire perimeter of the track.
That is incorrect. These tracks have slopes. For a track like this, there are regulations and there is a slope for the water drainage. Without slope, the drainage is useless. Running tracks. Instructions to the surveyor. Running tracks really have a slope. Here's slope, reports and measurement. Class 1, 2, 3 and 4 have different regulations. Here the surveyor needs to fill in all the information. And they have to fill in the slope. It's very official. Desired slope data. A running track is not flat. Everything has a slope because of the water drainage. Idiot.
Here is where the camera is set up.
That not looks like the same running track as in your video. On the right we should see buildings. So, what running track you used in your picture? Is that some imaginary running track you grabbed somewhere from Google? No buildings on the right.
And here is the camera.
Oh, a phone camera on a toilet roll.
The camera will be positioned at a half an inch above the surface of the track. We will witness a few groups of people moving around the track and see if they go beyond the vanishing point. Okay, so let's key in here on what we see. We must make sure to watch the bottoms of their feet and their legs as they move away from us, and we will try to catch where the vanishing point is. Keep your eye on these joggers out ahead and watch if their feet and legs also go beyond the vanishing point. So, already we've completely lost the legs of the joggers up to the knees.
Oh, they lost half the legs because of the slope.
Starting to lose the feet of the other two walkers again as they head towards the turn. At this point, their feet are now completely gone beyond the vanishing point. Let's look again a bit closer and crop zoom in onto their feet. Again, at this point, we can clearly not see the legs of the joggers who started in view with even the bottoms of their shoes showing.
I loaded this image in SketchUp to scale. Here we can see the 100-meter track. Here in the right corner you can see the distance. So that's about 100 meters. So we can measure the exact distance from this point to where the guys loses their legs. That's about 115 meter, 120 meter. Now here comes the kicker. They have another video called Mall Angel, and that's about a girl walking in a big mall in Texas, and she walks at least 3 times the distance without legs disappearing. Big souls, Mall Angel. I play this video backwards, so this girl moves away and I'm counting the steps. That's 30 steps. "60 steps. And now Jason is going to move the camera, but we keep counting the steps. That's like 6. So I see no ankles disappear yet. 110 steps. Frauds. So that's 150 steps. "200 steps. "250 steps. 250 steps and the whole feet is still visible instead of a half leg missing. These 250 steps is more distance than this 115 to 120 meters. Do you understand that, clown? Did I debunk your shit again? Yeah, it seems so. This is not bottom-up disappearance. It's just mirroring. Now flip it horizontally.
Okay, this is where the observable vanishing point is. We can clearly see that both walkers have crossed over and have begun to vanish from the bottom up. At this point, they would begin to lean away from us.
Look at that. Half the legs are missing. After like 100 meter plus. They must be walking here somewhere. 105, 106, 107 meter. And half of the legs are missing. It's the vanishing point, he say. What a moron. So this was about 250 steps. This small angel walks at least 3 times the distance. Let me fast forward it. I speeded it up 5 times. I don't see 50% of her legs missing. In fact, they look longer. It looks like you guys confused slope with some finishing point. Can you please explain that in a rebuttal video? Clowns don't even know the difference between slope and vanishing point. No, I'm just kidding. They're just misleading the viewers with this bullshit. They think people can disappear waist up after 120 meters. You're acting like those silly flat earthers I see. They also show videos where people walk away on a football field. And then there is also some vanishing point because of the curvature of the playfield. And they're shoving coins over tables and then put the camera below the so-called eye level and then claim bottom-up obstruction. And you two clowns do the same kind of shit. And you clowns always claim to do research. It was not so difficult to figure out those tracks are sloped. It took me like 4 minutes to find these documents. But I don't need those documents because it's logic. There is some slope. Idiots.
Asleep Souls eats penguin shit.
This is the most accurate map that you can possibly use to wrap to a sphere.
Don't you get thirsty from those Apollo bars? Here, let me fetch you a drink.
That's all, piece of shit.